most excruciating part of this drawing. Yes, I had a cut right there because I couldn't say that word immediately within one thing, you know what I'm saying? Let me just show you how I finished this drawing though. Everything from this point on is really just me finishing the background and his clothes really. I can't say really much for this part, except for the finished product is amazing in my opinion. Well, not too good, you know what I'm saying? It's alright, you know what I'm saying? But it could be better. I see how I learned a lot from this drawing. I can tell you that much. Wasn't the greatest segment, but this is the learning portion of the drawings now. I would suggest you practice the little drawings up ahead right here. But this is how I usually start off drawing my, heads up here. You see? Okay. I usually start off with basic models, but I start off with basic shapes this time around. If you want to learn the basic models that I'm talking about, the basic models are up ahead. You got to usually master your art style that you're trying to go ahead and build towards to be able to actually draw the art that I'm trying to put on right here, but you can get it down if you actually put enough methods that you put together over time. You can get it down. Like, see, if you got a little fun with it, you can easily make your facial expressions and your bodies the way any way you want. You know what I'm saying? Proportions there are really linear. Do anything you want within art, as long as you practice the right proportions that you want within your art. You just gotta have fun. I think you should have fun. That's the best part. You see how I just drew a little couple characters? This is a new animation design for the new tutorial I'll be making later on. This time around, I'll actually teach you how I made these nice pieces of art I made. I start with basic shapes at the beginning, like how I was teaching you a second ago, but after making the actual design, I sometimes use a reference. I would use a reference if you're not used to making regular designs yet. Like I said, coloring is usually the part that makes it feel alive, so you should probably learn how to color separately. But if you really want to jump into your coloring, you should probably start just coloring anything you actually really like within your art. It'll make you really value the design that you put down, and it's usually direct coloring, so you should make the color exactly what you feel like the design should feel like. It's not always going to be right, but you should at least put some type of effort down. This time around, I usually use a lot of blue because of the fact that Gogeta Blue had such a flair when he went Gogeta Blue. When he went blue, that dude Broly couldn't even touch him, if you understand where I'm coming from within the movie. And if you know. Within the Kamehameha part, I decided to try to keep the ha out of the drawing just to make sure you can see him charging it up, kind of. It makes it seem like he's not shooting the blast off, because if he was, it would have looked a little different. But it did turn out really nice within the white designing of the background, because I wanted to leave just a little white design just to make sure the shading of the drawing turned out to look like real powers emitting from the white and from the blue. It helped everything come together at the end, you'll see. I added one more shade of blue to guarantee the pigment of the drawing going crazy. If you want to get this drawing, it'll be on my Patreon. And also, I had to add the signature, to make sure you know it's mine. But alright, here's a little montage. A couple more drawings of what also will be on my Patreon if you want to go ahead and check that out. But hey, no more talking about the Patreon. Here's another little tutorial about also how you can draw just like me. This base model you don't have to immediately copy, but the drawings afterwards are going to be able to help you get towards building this model way more efficiently. After the fact, I'm going to also teach you that it's really easily sleek models that are going to be able to help you build towards making female drawings. Like usually using circles or anything that has more of a rounded, softer feeling will make the drawing feel more feminine in nature, making them look more appealing in my opinion. But hey, everyone has their thing. Alright, but next, this is usually just me showing what I'm going to be putting on my Patreon. So I know I said I was going to stop talking about my Patreon, but listen. That's where I'm going to be going ahead and putting most of my real effort into certain little tutorials. So if you really want to go see them, you got to go see them here. And if you want early sneak peeks in my drawings, of course, they'll be there as well. This is the end. I hope you enjoyed.